Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Active for Life online studio. Today we are going to be working on our posture with another resistance band. So here's my little spiel before we start. Posture is so important. I posted, I think yesterday, a blog on 10 of the different ways that posture can affect your overall health and well-being, and some of them you might be really surprised about. We all know that our parents all told us that we should sit up straight, but honestly, until I started working and studying as a therapist assistant, I didn't realize how many different ways our posture actually really affects our overall well-being. So since then, I have pulled it up a little straighter. I'm not perfect by any means. I still slouch a lot, but I focus a lot of my training on keeping that posture good and strong. So posture imbalances can happen when one side of your body is too weak and the other side of the body is too tight. So hunching is always the easiest example. If you tend to slouch and hunch down and your shoulders are really rounded, that can indicate that your back is very weak and that the muscles in your chest are very tight from being pulled together. Makes sense, doesn't it? So good news is a lot of these posture imbalances can be very easily corrected with a little bit of stretching and some exercise. So it takes a bit of commitment and a bit of time, and more often than not, it takes a lot of mindfulness. So we are going to practice our mindful posture to start off with today, and then we're going to get into our warm-up and then into some very easy strengthening exercises. The best thing about these is that all you really need is a TheraBand or a resistance band. Today I'm using a non-latex, nice and easy, longer. It's just basically a floppy piece of rubber that's stretchy. These are what you will usually get if you go to a physiotherapist and they give you some exercises, because they're super easy and versatile to use and you can do so many different things. So today I'm going to show you a whole bunch of posture correcting shoulder exercises that we can do, that you can do sitting at your desk, because that's when our posture really goes off and gets the worst, is when we're sitting. So these are some exercises that you can do to correct that while you're sitting at your desk. So we're going to start off with that mindful posture first of all. If you're sitting in your chair, you want to be sitting back far enough that you can have your legs at 90 degrees, feet planted on the ground there. You don't want to be leaning back against your chair, because that's not great posture. You want to be holding your body up under your own power if possible. So starting from the core or the base, we're going to have our feet planted, hip width apart. You want to tighten up that core, which means you want to pull with muscle, not by sucking in. Pull that belly button into your spine to really lengthen and strengthen that spinal column, sitting up nice and straight. Your shoulders should be back and down just slightly, not hunched, not pulled forward. Pull back so that your chest is nice and open and relaxed. Your chin should be tucked back just a little, bringing your ears over your shoulders and sitting up nice and tall, like you have a string coming from your head holding you to the ceiling. So we're gonna sit here and just breathe for 3 deep breaths to bring our mind to our posture and paying attention to where we are sitting. Being mindful of your posture is the best way to just start correcting it. Just by holding yourself up in this position, you are already strengthening and stretching out the different muscles that are being affected. So we're going to take one more deep breath in. Drop your hands to the side. We're going to breathe in, bring them up. And back down. Bring them up. And back down. And place one hand on the side of the chair and you bring the other hand up. Nice little side bend and back. These are really good to do when you've been sitting for a long time. Stretch out that back, stretch out your shoulders and your neck. It can help relieve a ton of pain. Once more on each side. And the other side. And back down. We're gonna do a little twist. So you're gonna place your one hand on the opposite side, maybe put your other hand on the back of the chair and twist. And then twisting back to the other side. You're going to clasp your hands behind you, pull your chest open, looking up. And then push it forward, clasping your hands together, rounding out your shoulders. I like to give it a little wiggle side to side here to really get into that side body. Because of my hip issues, I do have chronically tight muscles right down the side of my back. So I always like to give a little wiggle in there to get into those muscles. We're gonna roll our shoulders out a bit, get a little bit of motion going to them. Rolling them back. And then some big arm circles if you can. And let them relax, shake them out. All right, this is gonna be a fairly quick workout today. There's just a few things, which makes it a perfect workout for you to do on a lunch break or whatever else. Other times you might have, you can do this while sitting and watching TV. Super easy. So we're gonna start with some pull downs to bring some strength to that back. Now remember, during this exercise, you wanna make sure those feet stay planted. You keep that core tight and engaged because that is keeping your spine protected, and your shoulders are staying back and down. At any time, if you start hunching or pulling yourself out of position during a workout, you're probably doing it not to the best posture, or whichever TheraBand or resistance band you're using might be a little difficult, or maybe you just need to let up on it a little bit. So the nice thing about these longer TheraBands is you can grip really close by and it's a stronger tension, or you can spread your hands out and you get a little bit more stretch. So find the position that works for you. We're going to be bringing our arms up over our head to start. We're going to be stretching them out, back and down like a cactus, and then back up. This is going to hit my little bun in the back of my head every time, but that's okay. All right, so arms up to start. Big deep breath in, and then coming down like a cactus and coming back up. You can move it in if you feel like it's too easy, move it out if it feels like it's too hard. Whatever works for you. We're going to be doing 10 of these. That's 3, 4, 5. These are kind of, sometimes I like to have resistance bands beside me when I'm working on my computer. Actually always, I always have resistance bands beside me. So whenever something's loading or I'm waiting for something to process, I like to pick up my band and do just a few little workouts here and there. Keeps my arms moving, blood pumping during the day. 2 more. 1 and 2. And bring it down. All right, we're gonna do some bicep curls. Your biceps don't directly affect your posture, but when you are able to lift and move things with better body mechanics, that will help your posture. So, bicep curls, very nice and simple. You're going to place one hand down on the knee, holding on to one side of your TheraBand, and then just lifting and curling the other hand towards your chest, nice and slow. Now the things with TheraBands is that they're stretchy, which means they really want to pull you back down really quickly. You want to try and avoid that. So you want to, as you're curling, move up, 1, 2, count, move down, 1, 2, count. So nice and slow. And we're gonna do 10 of these, keeping your elbow tucked into your body here, breathing in as you come up, breathing out as you come down. Nice and slowly. Don't let it pull you back down. 3, 4, and again, you can make it a little bit more difficult, pull it down farther, or ease up on it, make it a little lighter. 5, 6, make sure you're holding that good posture. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And switch it around, placing that other hand on the knee. And we're lifting up. 1, 2. After working with weights all of last week, it almost like kind of just trips my mind up a little bit that you don't get that full range of motion with resistance bands. Like you can come all the way back down. Of course, you're not getting any resistance down there. It's just kind of a different way, different mindset having to get into it when you switch back and forth. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, going back to the back and the shoulders, we're gonna do some arrow pulls. These ones are, I always call them my warrior goddess pulls. So, like you were shooting an arrow, we are going to grab a hold and pull back, bringing our elbow back behind us, and then coming back forward. Again, nice slow pulls, don't let it pull you back. So, sitting up nice and straight, warrior goddess stance, pulling back, 1, 2, coming back in, 1, 2. Like so, strengthening through the shoulders. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And switch around. And stretching. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Keeping that back nice and straight. Don't let yourself start hunching over. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let it relax. All right, we're gonna work our triceps now. Again, not directly correlated to your shoulders, but when you can move and lift with good precision, it helps. So you're gonna bring that back behind you so that you're holding it just behind your back. Elbow up straight in the air. You're going to be lifting your hands straight up and bringing it back down. Need to stretch this out a little bit. There we go. All right, we're lifting up, 1, 2, coming down, 1, 2. Breathing in as you come up, breathing out as you come back down. So you're doing 10 of these, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. In case you don't know, your triceps are that area that a lot of people kind of call the bat wing area, and this will help for sure tighten up and fill in some of those muscles. You can't tone, toning is not a thing. That's 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's one of the most common areas that women try to tone for sure. It doesn't tone, you can't flatten the muscle, but you can strengthen the muscle. It'll fill it in, make it nice and strong. Okay, gotta get my right tension here. And when you're ready, breathing in and coming up, breathing out and coming back down. I love doing these ones while I'm sitting on the couch too. I do this a lot. That's 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And coming back in. And shake them out. All right, we're gonna be doing some chest extensions now. Working on strengthening those chest muscles. A lot of the times the chest muscles are often very tight, so you need to stretch them out as well. We're gonna be doing lots of stretches for them, but they need to be strong enough to hold themselves in that position as well. So, checking your posture, making sure you're in a good position. You're gonna hold your band out in front of you to whatever strength you want it, and you're going to be pulling it out, away, and slowly coming back in. Oh, and the right tension here. All right, so when you're ready, breathing in, coming out, breathing out, coming back in. Coming out and back in. I find these exercises to be very relaxing, very meditative. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now a similar movement, we're gonna work on our external rotators. You're gonna hold your band a little bit closer together, palms up, and you're just going to be, loosen my tension here a little bit, there we go. We're just going to be twisting out, keeping your elbows tucked in, and then coming back to center. So when you're ready, breathe in, stretch it out, breathe out, let it back in, nice and slow. 2. Sometimes it takes a few to figure out where exactly you want it to be. 3, keep those elbows tucked in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, shake it out. One last one. Going to be tucking it just behind your shoulders there, grabbing near the ends, and we are going to be pressing out and then coming back in. So find that right spot there. Breathing in as you push out, breathing out as you come back in. Keep your elbows up. You'll find that spot on your shoulders too where it stays. Keeping your elbows up, like if you were working on a machine. Woo! Rolling around here. Coming in and back out. It's when you let out that it tries to move around. So you gotta kind of keep a little bit of tension on it all the time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And down and drop your band. And shake those arms out. That is our workout for today. We're gonna stretch it out a little bit. We're going to cross one arm over the other, press in just above the elbow, stretch out between your shoulder blades. Like I said, I like to give it a little twist, get into the side body there, and back. Pulling in on the other side. And back. Stretching your triceps, bringing it up and over and pulling your elbow back behind you. And switching sides. And letting it down, shake it out. We're gonna stand up. Move my chair over here. It doesn't matter if you need to move your chair or not. We're going to open up that chest and stretch out our shoulders a little bit. Place your, you know what, I need to use the back of this chair. Place your hands clasped together and just start slowly moving back until you can bend forward, bringing your ears between your shoulders, and let it relax in there. And come back up. A good chest opener, if you have a wall or something beside you, place your hand against that wall and turn away, stretching out, pulling in through that chest. And then switch sides. This is kind of nicer to do in between a door jam. I just don't have a door jam right here, where you can keep your arm up if you want, whichever feels more comfortable for you. And let it relax and shake it out. And that is your posture therapy workout for today. I hope this one helps you stay standing tall and sitting up nice and straight, and helps relieve some of that pain and tension that can build up in your neck and shoulders when they're feeling a little out of balance. And yeah, that's all for today. I will see you guys again later. Bye.